General Stewart, when you did Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, they talk about actors doing their own stunts. You did something that 95% of most actors wouldn't try. You put some kind of solution on your throat, which was incredibly dangerous, really, to do, to get that sound, that's the sound that...
I sort of did that after one night. I'd been in the filibuster, I'd been talking for about 5 days, and it got to the end, and I felt that I was supposed to be losing my voice, and I was trying to do it. But it was, after we finished the day, Frank came up to me and he said, you know, you're not convincing me, Jim, that you're getting a sore throat. It looked like you're just doing that. Well, anyway, that's not having a sore throat. You're just doing this. That's it. This isn't right. And it worried me. And so on my way home, I stopped with my doctor, and he was still in his office. And I came in, and I said, could I see you in just a second? And I said, could you give me a sore throat? And he said, well, I've always heard that you Hollywood folks are crazy. You take the cake. It has taken me 35 years to learn how to cure people from a sore throat and keep them from getting a sore throat. And now you want me to give you a sore throat? I'll give you the worst goddamn sore throat you ever had. Yeah.
Ricardo, I thought that Sayonara was an extraordinary performance, and you looked...
The making of
it was amazing, the detail, the time. Just talk a little bit about the preparation for that role.
They had to have an actor who was a kabuki actor, Japanese. He had to speak English, so you could understand him. He had to have a certain look because he was the romantic, the love interest between Patricia Owens, Brando's girlfriend. And so they hired me. Now, I get to Japan. I spent about 2 weeks at the Kabuki Theater in Tokyo, just watching the way they make themselves up, and their dances and everything. And I can't do this. Oh my God! So now we go to Kyoto, and I get this teacher, Masaya Fujima was his name, wonderful man. And at the beginning he was a little cold with me, you know, and because he thought, you know, I'm a Mexican actor. They demonstrated the dance to me, you see, what I was supposed to do. And of course it goes on forever. It's a woman who's dancing with a lion's mask. Yes. And all of a sudden the lion mask comes to life, and the lion mask takes her off the stage and as a woman, and then comes back as a lion. Now, as a lion I felt pretty good, but as a woman, it was difficult. And all these movements, and you would try to, they would say, now, just to begin with, the lion mask is here, a little streamer like this, and you grab it. Now, you think that's it? The eyes have to be exactly where your eyes were. This is all wrong. This finger has to be here, and this one parallel to it. This is wrong because it should be right there. And this should be right below the nipple, and this like this. And now that's just to begin. Now you have to do the next step, which is now you as a woman, you kind of drop this thing and you walk and thing, and you know. And it shows me this whole dance. And I said, I had a translator. I said, please, will you tell the master, Masaya Fujima, that I have a limited amount of time to learn this. We should just show me little pieces at a time. Can we do that? I know it's a very traditional theater. Can he do that? And my translator said to the teacher, he said something that sounded like this to me. Harudeawa-san. Montalban-san, and the man had this teacher, this wonderful little cigarette holder, and he would go, そうですか。そう。Montalban, Patricia Oman, see if he could cut this thing. And he finally, Meister, he says, Montalban said, 인지기다, 니트만 또. And I said, what did he say? My translator says, he said, absolutely not.
Mickey, will you tell us the first time that you ever saw Frances Gumm, or also known as Judy Garland?
I saw her at the Pantages Theater.
The Gum Sisters.
The Gum Sisters. She was singing. I was transfixed, and little did I know that a month later, after having first seen her, that we'd be going to school together at Lawler's Professional School on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh.
Where everybody went. Deanna Durbin and Jackie Cooper. So finally, she was there, and I was there, and I said, You're Judy Gumm, aren't you? She says, yes, I am. And I said, I'm Mickey Rooney. She said, I know. I said, I don't mean to be fresh or anything, but I think you're the best in the world. And she said, do you, really? Only the way she could read it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, I really do mean it. You're the best in the world. She said, I'm glad you think I am. And she went away, and I followed her with my eyes. And from that moment onward, my eyes never left Judy Garland. I loved that lady with all of my heart and soul, all my being.
Mm-hmm.
I think without any equivocation that she was one of the greatest, not only talents, but one of the greatest actresses in the world.
And a great sense of humor, which great sense of humor.
Sense of humor.
Very funny.
Yes.
She was straight out funny.
Mm-hmm.
And she enjoyed people. She loved people. She loved and gave herself. No one, even to this very moment, as we sit here, gentlemen, has ever given so much of herself for her profession to everybody in the world, as much as Judy Garland gave of herself.
Well said.
So much, maybe.